Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Naked Fusion. Today I'm excited because I am reaching for one of Nigeria's most beloved ingredients, Egusi seed. Whenever you see Egusi seed, you probably think of the rich, savory, mouth-watering Egusi soup, right? Well, that's exactly what you might be experiencing here today. Egusi soup in its glory. Yes, for those who love Egusi soup very much like myself. Anyways, not today. Instead of Egusi soup, we are taking Egusi seeds on a sweet adventure. This time, they are replacing almond flour in a dessert that's about as French as it gets. Delicate, colorful macarons. So get ready because we're turning a Nigerian kitchen staple into an elegant treat you've probably never seen before. So stay tuned as we go into the video. Yep, I've taken my peeled Egusi seed and I'm going to blend this into a powder like you want to make Egusi soup. But I'm going to blend it into a texture that resembles almond flour. We're not over blending so it doesn't release its oils and then becomes cloggy. I'll quickly show you what the Egusi seed looks like. That is what it looks like when it's unpeeled. That's what it looks like. So I have peeled and then I have blended into that fine powder. So I'm going to take my blended Egusi and then I'm going to put it in the bowl with our confectioner sugar, also known as icing sugar, and then you're going to mix them together properly and set aside. Then we'll take our eggs. As you can see in the video, I've already separated some eggs, so I'm going to separate the egg whites from the egg yolk, and we're going to be making a meringue. Macaron is a kind of a meringue which is usually made from just egg whites and sugar. So into our bowl, our standing mixer, we'll add in our egg whites and then we're going to mix this up. We're going to add in a little bit of lemon juice. I just did that, and then we're going to mix this up till it is foamy. Then I would gradually add the sugar in 3 batches until we have incorporated as much air as we want into the meringue till it is looking glossy. We're going to do that. At this point, I have, started adding my sugar, I think. So you can see me doing that. You just add it little as that, and allow to make sure that the sugar dissolves. Things that could go wrong if your sugar doesn't dissolve, like it's very important for this particular recipe. You need to make sure it dissolves so that you can avoid grainy textures or something we call whipping or leaking syrup, weak structure of your product and dull appearance. So your sugar needs to dissolve. You need to, like, if you're using, scrape down the sides of your bowl and make sure that you get all the sugar out. At this point, meringue is ready. After our sugar have been put into this meringue like 3 times, into the egg whites by 3 times, you can see that our egg white has reached stiff peak. To our meringue, we're going to be adding the zest of clementine. Clementine can be likened to tangerines. Okay, but clementines are sweeter and has a more delicate taste. So I'm just going to add that just to give flavor to macaron. After I've added the zest of this clementine, I'm going to add in our blended egusi and confectioner mix. I'm going to add that into the meringue, and then I'm also going to add some food coloring. I was going for orange, but it ended up giving me another color, which still turned out beautiful. So yeah, added that, and then I'm going to do the folding mixture. Trying to fold this very quickly, fold it, and then what we are looking out for is to get a runny, not too runny, but you would see in the video when I was doing the test, it needs to fall off the spoon smoothly. The people a lot have a phobia of over mixing their meringue. So here is me doing my test, checking to see if it's falling off, and then that's how you know it's ready. Still tossed a little bit. You will see when it flows a bit smoother from the spoon. You will see when it flows, then you know it is ready. And then after that, you're going to transfer into a piping bag. Yeah, you can see me transferring into a piping bag. Your piping bag should have a round nozzle, a plain nozzle, nothing with any kind of design, just a plain nozzle, because we're just trying to pipe a round disc out. So once we have turned it into our piping bag, we're going to pipe into parchment paper, or you can use a silicone mat. As you can see, I just put a silicone mat there to see if I can trace this round circle here, but my piping skills are dead. I need to resurrect them. Anyways, moving forward, after you're finished piping this, you need to put it on a tray and tap out the air you need to tap it, hit it on a surface. I didn't show it here. Then put it under the fan directly or somewhere airy that it can dry. You can see it needs to dry before it can go into the oven. So you can see when I touched it, it's not sticky. It's not sticky. So after baking, we've baked our meringue for like an hour, and then we left the oven closed for like 30 minutes, and then this is what our meringue looks like. It has come out very beautiful. Some of the discs came out beautifully, even with the bad piping skills. So what you want to look out for in your meringue is that you have a flat bottom, you have the feet, you can see the feet or the crown, the rough edges, and then you have a shiny meringue. So yeah, that's it. So after this, we are going to make the buttercream that goes with our macaron shells, so we can make a sandwich. So into my bowl, I've added butter, confectioner sugar, and I'm also going to add juice of our clementine and the zest. I didn't do a full video of this, or when you have whipped everything together, this is what it's going to look like. I did change my paddle attachment though to the whisk attachment, as you can see. So this is what it's going to look like. You're just going to put this in a piping bag with any nozzle of your choice for piping. It could be the plain one, it could be something with a design, and then you pipe in on one side and then sandwich together. I have put a topping of dark chocolate on it, as citrus and chocolate goes very well. So yeah, this is what our macarons look like. It was a success. Let me know in the comment section if you'll be trying this, and if you like it, and if you do not like it, let me hear from you. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share.